Okay, we are live.
Ah, my hair is crazy today.
So how are you today?
I'm all right.
Ah,
It's been a busy day.
oh yes, of Matt's birthday.
Yeah, he's out on the front porch with his best friend and they're having a couple
Oh,
beers and listening to music and
oh, guy time.
I just got Heidi bathed and she's not in bed. She just wanted to stay up and watch TV, so I'm watching her on the camera.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Sure won't be on because of Rob. So
what's going on with Rob?
she said he has problems with. She didn't say much. She said Alex, Rob, and I won't be able to go on live tonight. Which okay. We have so much going on that Rob is not feeling too good and I need to take care of him. She
Oh
said
wow.
his tumor on his brain is acting up.
I wonder if that causes headaches.
I wonder too.
And they've had all those storms over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know we've been getting it first, and our weather's been insane.
Mm. But yeah.
And I know that affects your brain,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
It really does. The rain can act up to arthritis and
Yeah,
you got back
my
pains that can
daughter-in-law,
act up.
my daughter-in-law has something called intracranial hypertension, and it's
Mm.
very affected by the weather.
Mm. Mm.
And
Mm.
it
Mm.
gives her headaches,
Mm.
bad ones.
Mm. Ouch. So I'm so excited with the ColourPop palette.
I know, right?
I ordered it and I didn't think I had the money. And I was like, oh crap, I don't have the money to get it. And I realized, wait a minute, PayPal can do this along with the card. I'm like, I still have money from Ebates from last time I went shopping. So I used
Right.
that and they didn't have enough. I saw that Instagram post and she had 10% off. So I got $3.50 off. I like,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I was like, yay, there's a reason. I was so happy. I was like, awesome. Me and Christine can do a collab.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when it's delivering yet. I got the free shipping.
I did too.
Yeah, because I'm not paying
$35
for
enough.
that express. The
No,
last time I
yeah.
paid for that express, it still took a while to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I wasn't going to do that again.
Yep. Yeah, they already gave me the tracking number to it now. It says shipping.
Oh, I
So
haven't looked at mine yet. Hold on.
I've used
Oh, yeah, mine
called
shipped
Route.
too.
Yeah. Mine's called Route, and you can connect it to the emails that you use for your sites that you use, and it gives you the everything that you need to know, the packaging, when it's shipped, when you got all of that. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, mine says en route.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it says, though, en route.
Yeah.
It's through
That's the app.
DHS or whatever.
Yeah. I've used the app called Route, and this is what I have on my phone, and it tells me everything that I need to know about my shipping, my packages, and all of that.
Right.
And knows I'm ordering something. So it works.
Heidi is just over there rambling on.
Awesome.
Yeah, all it says on my USPS is they're currently awaiting package. It's on the way.
Yep.
Cool.
So I was like
They
so
ship
happy.
that. They ship that pretty quick.
Uh-huh. I mean, saw the email. I'm like, oh my God, I got to tell Christine that because I don't know if you get emails from ColourPop or not. So I get emails
Yes.
from them. And I was
I
like,
just haven't
wait
been
a
on.
minute. I was like, No way. I was like, what? Because I was wondering when
Wow,
they're going to restock it.
that shipped fast.
Mm-hmm. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't even check my email today. I haven't been online all day long, just a little bit on my phone here and there.
mhm.
I got on Facebook this morning and posted a birthday thing for Matt, and that was about it.
That's how I found out about Matt's birthday today was like, oh, let me message you on Instagram.
What are you doing? Why do you have to groom right now?
My cat does the same thing.
It's insane.
I mean, they picked the perfect time.
Oh, yeah, always. Either that or she's crunching food very loudly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I was like, what? I was like so happy about that palette. Like, yes.
Oh, I know. It's
I
beautiful
told my
palette.
sister, I told my brother, and my brother was like, because it was supposed to be a birthday gift for me to get it
Right.
and everything. And of course, when the time I got the money to get it, it was like sold out. I'm like, I knew that was going to come.
Yeah, that when they first put that out, that sold out quick. Hold on 1 minute. I want to show you something.
Okay.
And I haven't been really able to play with these because I haven't had any time to film with all these damn appointments. This one is the Passion.
Ooh. Those are pretty.
A lot of pretty purples.
Mm-hmm.
And the glitter is it's not weird either.
That's pretty. I like that.
And this is like a duochrome shift.
I like
Goes
that.
like blue and purple.
I definitely have to get those palettes.
I just couldn't believe that. And they were $12 each and no shipping. Like, I was shocked.
Damn.
And then this one is Lust. That's like a cranberry color.
I remember doing the window shopping for that. Those are pretty.
Yeah, they're real pretty. I haven't got to play in them yet, though. I was going to use them for my Mother's Day look, but my mom was like, well, we like sunflowers. Do something with yellows and browns. Well, all right. Then this one is Love. I like the Tree of Life on it. That's cool.
Me too. I mean, those are pretty colors.
Yeah, they're really pretty. It's kind of like it goes blue to teal.
That's cool. I like how they did that to shift it out.
And then it's like a green duochrome.
Ooh.
And it shifts to blue.
That's pretty. I mean, those colors are really pretty.
And that's the glitter in the middle.
Ooh. That was pretty too.
Yes, I gotta come up with some kind of looks with those.
I mean,
the blue, no, not the blue one. The Lust one, it has that orange color in it that I really like. But it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know how it would go together with the rest of it. It's kind of like an odd shade, like right in the middle of that palette. It's weird.
Oh, yeah. I understand. Sometimes colors just don't.
That's the duochrome in that palette.
Okay, how come you got free shipping on them then? Because their free shipping is $35 and up.
Yeah, it came to $36, and they didn't charge me tax, which I don't know why. Came to $36 even, and they shipped it, and it was here quick.
I mean, that's awesome that they shipped it.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird for them to like Autumn hang on. I'm just saying something because
And like they sent me an email that like it said confirmation of the order. And then it said it would update me when they were going to ship it. I never got a shipping update. It was here. And then I got the email that said they shipped it. And then 2 minutes later, the email came in and said delivered. I'm like, okay.
That's what happened to some of my I'm like,
because I like to keep an eye on when stuff's coming.
Me too.
Because, you know, our neighborhood can be shady sometimes. And you have to sometimes watch your packages, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, not all the time. It's just usually like if you get packages around the time the kids are getting off the school bus, I don't trust it, you know.
Exactly. Yes, even on my thing, it doesn't give you taxes.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, which I don't mind.
No, that's their response. That's their responsibility to collect them.
Yeah.
So
wherever they're from, just don't do taxes. I saw this. I was like, no way you gave me this. I literally cried, almost cried when I saw everything. Like, no way. I mean, these are.
Do you like the color story?
Mm-hmm. I like the glitters.
Yeah. So I'm not big on them, the bigger glitters, but I'll wear them out on the outer corner. I just don't like putting them in the middle. Right. I'm always afraid it'll go in my eye.
But yeah, my sister saw it and she's like, no way. She saw the kitty. I said, look at what she gave me. She's like, oh my goodness. And the kids were like, you got a Squishmallow? Oh, this stuff like you're lucky. I'm like, thank you. I was like, really like, okay.
I'll show you my favorite one. Hold on. I got two favorites. Because I love stuffed animals. I'm a weirdo. So
I love stuffed animals too. I got bunny rabbits. So I understand. Oh, that is so cute. That's perfect for you.
Yeah. And then I love owls. So
ooh, those are cute.
And then we got Raymond from Animal Crossing. He's not a Squishmallow though. But yeah, I love this.
Collect stuffed animals too. She gets like anything space and green or dragons or anything like that, or little cute little piggies, like the unicorn piggy.
Yeah, anything cats. I'll get anything that's black cat related or Animal Crossing. If they Squishmallow hasn't come out with any Animal Crossing like themed. I don't think they're allowed. I don't think Nintendo would.
I don't think so. That had to be a part of a collab for them to do.
Because I know that Build-A-Bear did. You could do a Build-A-Bear, like build a Tom Nook, like Nintendo collabed with them, but so far not with Squishmallow that I know of. I mean, they could have, and I missed it. And then they have those Cat versus Pickles on Amazon. Those are real cute, but you never know what you're getting because it's a mystery thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like I try to collect, I collect coffee cups. Of course, I use them, but they have to be like cat based.
Right.
So it's like most of the time I find them at Dollar Tree and everything else, and like where I found one for my sister found one for the guys for Father's Day. And it's you heat it up and you see the names. The Happy Fathers from your cat something has a cat's name on it.
Yeah.
So we got that from last year for the guys, or a couple of years back for the guys. And my brother saw it and he says, Happy Father's Day from your feline. What I don't know what it said because I don't always see it. It says he's like, that is so cool. Like, yeah,
so when you heat the cup up, the words come on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And of course, my brother-in-law gets a cup of all the cats he likes and everything else is like, he's like, oh my goodness. I said, Yeah. The guys didn't know about it, but my sister and I did. So
Right.
I always find cat mugs from Target and it says, I'm a cat dad. And I said, bro, you need to get that cup. He says, no, no. I get
How
it.
many cats? How many cats do you guys have?
Too many. Too many. We're looking for homes. So
Right.
that's like most of them are pretty much needs new homes. But there's a couple of them I know won't let go. So
Right.
because Alliance with I already said someone wants line, they have to pay me because I had to pay for
Gotcha.
her. And I know Stella won't go anywhere with anybody because she already picked me. She doesn't
Right.
like anybody. I'm her favorite, but she'll attack me like she's like, you don't get special privileges.
Right. Yeah,
That my
Gypsy's the same way. I'm her person, and she'll
mhm,
bite me every once in a while too,
mhm.
but she can be bitchy. But
Oh
for the
yes.
most part, like if anything ever happened to me, she'll probably end up dying.
Mm-hmm.
Because she
Like
was it was bad when Heidi was sick and I was downstairs and she couldn't
mhm,
be over in that part of the room because she doesn't get along with Luna. And it's
mhm.
her own fault because she can't get along with other animals.
Yep.
But yep, she was just it it was bad. She was just so depressed.
That's how Stella is. Like if I go anywhere for like a week or anything, they say she'll go crazy. I mean, literally go crazy. She will
Yeah,
wait by
Gypsy
the
quits
door.
eating and everything.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, when I
she'll
was at the
say
hospital, she yeah, it was bad.
it. Stella, they said Stella was really not really cool that I left and everything because I had to go to help with my niece at one time because the guy she was with, the baby daddy of her two children, was is a mama's boy. Didn't want to work or anything. Had kept my niece work and everything else, taking care of this. So I had to stay there for about 2 weeks. And they said she waited by the door. She was looking for him. She was crying out. When I came back, she was all over me. Like she did not want me to go anywhere
Yeah,
without
that's how
her.
Gypsy is right now.
And she still is like that. Stella is still like that because I had to leave for about a week. I came, helping my niece out with her daughter because she finally left. Um, not left yet, her boyfriend, but she did have to because she was looking for a babysitter and everything else because her ex's mom didn't want to take care of the children anymore for some reason.
Right.
But I was gone for about a week or so, so she did the same thing. The weekend's not so bad because she knows I'm coming back for the weekend, coming back.
Right.
But this past time, I had to help a friend out to dog sit 3 dogs, and they're in their 60s. So they can't really, deal with strong personality dogs who go crazy. So I had to stay with them for a weekend. Ever since then, she'll make sure she's right there with me.
Right.
I'm like, okay, Stella. All
Yeah,
right.
Matt said like about the third day, she was just bawling all night long.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as bad that like when I was staying in the downstairs because she has to stay away from Luna
Mm-hmm.
and we have to lock her away from her. But I have that monitor. So Gypsy would sit and watch me on the monitor all day. She could hear me talking, she could see me on the monitor. And then when I'd walk to the entryway to come in, she could see that I was getting ready to come on to this
Oh,
side. Yep, and she would be waiting right there, and she'd run down and
hi,
hurry up.
Mama.
Yep.
I'm right here. I've been watching you, Mama.
So when I check on Heidi, as soon as she sees me go through the entryway door, she runs up to look at the camera to watch me. So that's all she does all day long is run up and down the steps watching that camera.
That's funny.
It's
It is
amazing how they
funny.
figure stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Like the girls are very smart. They're very smart, especially Lion. Like if she knows I'm going downstairs with my brother, because the room for the boys is downstairs,
Right.
and if she knows I'm about to go downstairs, she goes straight down. And
Yeah.
she can't go in there because my brother's cat. And them two
Right.
don't get along very well. I don't know what happened a couple of years ago because they'd never been like that until till Lion got hurt and everything. And she had to stay upstairs, and Sissy decided to stay downstairs. And
Right.
I guess it's a female wanting the same male, technically,
Right.
as my brother, because Lion was always welcome in my brother's room, and then she always looked at my brother and loving on him, flopped on him, and everything else. And then when Sissy started coming down there, fight starts to happen, and I'm like, okay, well, y'all two needs to be separated.
Yeah, that's how Gypsy is. Gypsy fights with every other animal.
Mm-hmm.
We have not been able
That's
to
what
find one
Sissy.
animal that she's able to get along with.
Sissy is like that too. She comes up here, and the only time she can come up is no cats or out or anything. And so it's just like, okay, if she does come out, we have to watch out really closely with certain ones because they will start to cat fight. So Sissy
Right.
would get in trouble. And it's
Right.
like, nah, we ain't doing that no more. But they all know I'm the alpha. That's the funny part is they know who's the alpha of the house and know it's me,
Right.
especially the girls. If I'm in here, all of them are in here, probably except for
Right.
this one. She's probably out, and Rusty is out. The blind kitty is out. So you're
Well,
right.
I showed you the pictures,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm downstairs in that room, she's right there beside me. And I know Gypsy can hear in the camera.
Uh-huh.
I wish I had another camera to film what Gypsy, like if Gypsy's growling or anything.
Yeah, like get
That
away
probably
from
drives
my
her
mama.
nuts. Yep.
Yep. Cats are so finicky, but they're so smart.
Yep. Just
And
for her to figure out that camera situation.
yeah, I mean, they're
She
very
knows as
smart.
soon as I go through that doorway
Mm-hmm.
that she has to run upstairs and look at the camera, that she'll be able to see me in the camera.
I mean, still, that is funny. Like, no,
And
at least you know that.
when I was sleeping in Heidi's room, Matt said she never left the camera. She would just watch me sleep all night long.
Oh my goodness,
I know, it's crazy.
that's a very smart cat. I mean, that is a very smart cat. I thought Lion. I think if I did that too with Lion, she'll probably do the same thing.
Right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab something to drink.
I'm not here too.
All right, I'll be back.
Hey. Hello, yeah, Billy. We had to get some water. How are you?
Okay. Oh my gosh, I just have stuff falling everywhere.
I'm
You
doing
can tell
good.
you can tell Gypsy's been up on my desk. His stuff is like all over the place where it's not supposed to be. Yeah, I'm gonna be snacking around.
Rusty, what are you doing in there? You got in my closet. You doing all that crap? Blind kid. What you doing? I was here to take care of Melons. Taking a meeting out this afternoon. Rusty got in my closet. I got top of my thing. For a blind cat, she knows how to climb.
Oh wow.
She's like very smart for a blind
Now is she
kid.
completely blind?
Yes. She's. I need to do a haul with them.
Now was she born that way?
No, she wasn't born that way. She just got a certain disease, and they just went that way. But she's very smart, and she's very headstrong. So, I mean, she knows how to get down. She knows where she can jump. She knows where she can climb. She knows where to go to the bathroom, but she chooses not to.
Gotcha.
That way. So I had to constantly clean it up. She's a good cat.
I bet you if you put one of those cat diapers on her, that would stop her.
I don't know. Christine Hillbilly's on there. He's talking with us.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at the.
She was.
How do I write back?
You're all right, babe. Just say hi.
Oh, hi.
You can read the comments. You can read the comments. You just don't have to type.
I can see you now, Hillbilly.
I was like, you don't have to type. You said.
Sorry, I've never used this before. I thought I had to type something back.
No, you don't.
I always forget they can see me. Or I can just talk. Because I'm crazy. We're just talking.
Yeah. Staying positive.
We were talking about a pallet we ordered.
Yep. We finally got the Aurora palette. Our color pop.
And they already shipped it. And we just ordered it, yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm. I ordered it yesterday too, so. But yeah.
Me, I'm stuffing my face with potato chips. It's been a long day.
What are you
I'm not smoking. I probably just look like shit and I'm tired. And it was hot today. And I was working on my back porch, getting it cleaned up. I want to go up to the greenhouse and get some flats of flowers.
Ooh.
To do my. I like those. What the hell do they call them? The wave petunias. I love to do the hanging baskets, and they all cascade down. But I want certain colors, so I'm gonna have to go up to the greenhouse and check it out.
You know what colors you want to get?
It was hot here today too.
Oh yeah, it's getting hot here. It's getting like pretty humid, so rains might probably come here. So
Yeah. I
when
mean, it
gets
wasn't that
humid,
hot. It was like 75 to 77, but the humidity is like 100%. So it's just sticky.
mm. Oh yeah. Talk about having a hookworms here. But yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. Almost. But yeah. But yeah. It's quite different without someone being here. Not the negative farts.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Really quiet. Which I don't mind. This is not about, you know, I don't know if she's gonna watch this video, this live stream or not. But I've noticed she's been not really talking as much.
I just think it's all the house stuff getting to her.
Yep. I think so too.
Because that's like next week. I'm going to have to pre-film probably the next 3 collab videos. I'm probably going to have to do them all in one day. Like do the video, wash it off, do the next video, wash it off. Because we're going to be starting construction.
Oh yeah, you have to get that done.
So I want to like pre-film at least 2 of them ahead of time.
Yep. Before.
So that way I don't have to skip them because it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of work.
Because what it's going to be like when we do the demolishing part, I got to clean all that up because I can't let that dust lay in there and getting, into Heidi's lungs.
Right.
Because her room is right beside there. So I bought these plastic sheets to put over the doorway so the dust don't go in there, drywall dust and that.
Oh yeah, because that will mess up the allergies.
We'll have to demo it, clean it all up, and get it prepped for the construction part, and then make sure everything's cleaned up afterwards.
Exactly. So you got to make sure that doesn't get anywhere that can be. That's not Heidi. Because that stuff can mess up.
We got to remove the door. We got to take the storm door off and the house door off and the frame of the house door to get it in the house.
Holy crap, that's a lot of work. That definitely is a lot of work.
Yep. So that'll be the first day when it gets here. And then the second day will be demo the area it's going into and get it prepped to set it in. And then the third day will be setting it in and then finishing all around it, so everything's watertight and, hooking up all the plumbing and all that.
That's a lot of work. I was telling my sister Jessie about it, and he's like, "How's Heidi doing?" I said, "She's doing pretty well, and everything." And she says, "That's good," and everything. And she's like, "I know." She was like, "I know you were worried about Heidi." I said, "Yeah, I was, but I knew she was in good hands and everything." And I was, and she smells your soaps, and she said, "These smells really good." And she was like, she's like, "Does she have anything has like an exfoliator?" I'm like, let me ask her. You have anything that can help with exfoliating soaps that has like a minty?
Yes, I actually do. I'm out of everything right now, but I'm getting ready to I want to make some face soaps. I can make her something that with exfoliation.
But she'll pay you, she said. So just let me know the price and everything. And she's like, 'Cause I was telling because I showed my brother stuff too, and he's like, "This smells really." He liked the dark crystal one. He says,
Right.
This smells really good." I said, "Yes," and I was telling him about everything. He says, "Huh," because he likes supporting, small companies and everything else. I said, "I can ask her. Just let me know. I'll ask her." He says, "I'll pay for it." I said, "I know."
Well, I'm waiting on a new shipment of oils.
Mm-hmm.
Brambleberry and Nature's Gardens came out with some new scents
Mm.
that I want to try.
I
And
know you
that
got
peach ginger
PR.
really went, or gingered peach that they had
Ooh,
last year. That
that
stuff,
sounds
man, it sold like hotcakes. And it
good.
smelled so good. And they
Ooh,
went
my
out of
sister
it
likes
for a while, but
peaches.
it's back in stock.
That's awesome. I mean, you want a tester? You got me. You know me. I'll test it. Like, because it's like I like the soaps. I mean, it's hard for me to like bar soaps because I'm very finicky about how it feels on my skin. If I use Ivory, you have that certain film on the skin,
Right.
and I don't like that at all. So I use body wash more than anything. I use like eucalyptus, anything that helps with helping me de-stress and everything. And I just,
Now that dark crystal, that's a goat's milk soap.
yeah. And I
The
really
other
do like.
one, the other one is not a goat's milk soap. That's a
Mhm.
new recipe, and I'm not sure if I like it yet.
Okay, I'll
And
test it
that's
out.
why I sent it to you.
Okay, I'll test it out. Is okay, I see which one you were talking. Yeah, I see. Okay, it's the
The
one.
black raspberry vanilla,
Okay,
the
I love
one in the
vanilla.
box.
Yeah, it's in the box. So okay, I'll
And that,
test out for you because the smell is really really good. I
yeah,
like it.
I like the way it held the scent
But my sister
because
and my
sometimes stuff with raspberry in it won't hold the scent in cold processed soap,
mm-hmm,
but it held the scent real nice.
mm-hmm.
And
I think it was the vanilla that helped it a
yeah,
little bit. That
anchored it
vanilla
a
has
little
that
better.
helpful scent.
Yep.
Like I like anything based with vanilla, and I like fruity smells. So I loved it. My sister didn't care for it because she doesn't like raspberries.
Right.
So she smells some. I said okay because she's really finicky about it too. And then
What I really need to know is like after you use it, what it feels like on your
like on
skin.
the skin. Okay, I
Because
tested out for you.
I usually only make goat's milk soap. But
Okay,
somebody at one of the stores that I do the private label for wanted non-goat's milk vegan soap. So
uh,
that's the recipe I came up with.
okay.
So, but I'm not sure
Yeah,
if I
I'll
like it
test
yet.
it out. I'll test it out for you. You got any recipes and new sense? I'll test it out for you.
Because I told them if I don't like it and I have some people test it out and they're not digging it, and I'm not going to be mad if they buy no, non-goat's milk soap somewhere else.
Right.
Because I
Because
like
not.
making the goat's milk soap. It comes
Mm-hmm,
out creamier. I like the way
mm-hmm.
the pH is on your skin. It doesn't
Yep.
dry you out.
Does
And
not
then
dry
that
me out.
face bar that I gave you, that is unscented, pure goat's milk soap.
Mm-hmm. And I told my brother about the goats, and I said she gets it from her son who owns goats. He says that's awesome. So I said everything that she makes, except for the oils, she has it in hand. She has
Yeah.
all her herbs that she uses. She has that. She grows that. The only thing she does not only gets it is from the scents and the oils. That's all she gets from the thing. The rest she gets it locally.
Yeah.
And then he
And
says
I try to
she
use
is.
natural colorants
Mm-hmm.
as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I buy the fragrance oils,
Yeah, but
but some of the fragrance oil I make, like the rosemary one, I take fresh rosemary and put it right in the olive oil.
yeah, it's like
And it scents
because
it.
because my brother, he's weird with certain things too, and he uses Ivory soap. He tries to find the natural soaps and it has that because he doesn't do heavily smells as much. If he does,
Right.
it's usually the cologne stuff he uses, and it's like the stuff, the cream stuff you put on. I don't know what it is. Oh, but it's a cologne, but it's not spray or anything like that. But he's really weird about that on the kid's skin. He's weird about that because he doesn't want anything. I said, don't worry about that, Jim. I said, all her soaps are natural. Because she is weird about that too. So there you go.
And I do make a kids brand, like 3 different kids soaps. And they are scented, but they're scented light. And they're goat's milk.
Like, I mean, the dark crystal, when I smelled it, I was like, really, it was really strong. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, let me, because my sister was like, at first I knew I smelled a little bit of cinnamon in it, but I couldn't really tell. I said, let me check the fragrance and everything else. And I said, I know what's, oh, Brambleberry. I said, okay, I remember that one. So I checked it out. And because she's allergic to cinnamon, so I have to be really careful with that. And she had no real, I said, I guess it's not like the cinnamon based, what you really get is the cinnamon leaf in it. And she's like, that didn't bother me at all. I said, huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be a food allergy that only happens when it's ingested.
Well, for her,
and doesn't affect your skin.
For her, it's the smell that gets her. Because she used to work at Taco Bell, and you know the cinnamon twist things that they sell. She got allergic because of that. Because she was always in it, so she got allergic to it. And then so, you know, sometimes the fall has those cinnamon bushes. They always come out. She gets like she has to really cover her nose because it gets her. So we have to watch out for that. But usually, she's getting better with the cinnamon because we have to make coffee cake, and so that has cinnamon in it. So I'm the one who's preparing the cinnamon stuff, so she doesn't have to really deal with it. But like the only allergic thing I can say for me is lavender. I just can't have anything lavender in it.
Are you allergic or you just hate it?
Allergic to it.
Gotcha.
Because one of my friend I was helping taking care of kids and I was helping dog sitting, she had every time she used lavender, I knew it was lavender that got me because it was really strong smell. And she was using this Swifter. I said, is that? I started getting a headache just right off the bat. I said, is that lavender? She's like, yes. I said, I'm allergic to lavender. She's like, oh my God, I didn't know this. Okay. I didn't expect it to happen. So her husband, who I call Papa, he didn't know I was allergic to lavender. He used aerosol spray to clean up the bathroom. I didn't realize he did. I went in and I'm like, oh, I got a headache just like that. I'm like, yep, it's lavender, and isn't it? They're like, I'm like, yeah. If I have the scent that gets me, it's the scent that gets me. If it's on the skin, it's not so bad.
Right.
I don't get an allergic reaction to that, but it's the scent that gets me. I can't really do heavy scents either. I was like really like me smelling dark crystal. So, I don't know if that's going to be a heavy scent on the skin. So but it did not bother me at all. I was just perfectly fine. I said, okay, I can deal with dark crystal, no problem.
Yeah, usually once you wet it and lather it up, it tames down.
And that lather, man, is so beautiful. I loved it. I was like,
that's good smell.
I was like, I love the lather. I smelled them like, and then I said, I'm like, okay. It's purple. I love it. Okay. But the boys smelled it, but this smells really nice. And this weekend, yes. I'm like,
yeah, it's a very unisex scent.
And I can tell it had musk in it. I can tell it's bergamot in it. I can tell basically almost the scents, except for I can tell the cinnamon a little bit. But I was just like, ooh, and my brother loved that smell. He says, I asked him, are you going to use it? Because upstairs, our bathroom, the guest bathroom, you can say, for everybody does not work because we have pipe situation. So they took everything down, put everything, home insurance just took everything down, never put anything back
Oh, wow.
for some reason. So I have to go downstairs to use my brother's bathroom, which I'm perfectly fine with. My brother is cool with that because I had to live with him before at the apartments before we
Right.
got the house. So we shared a bathroom together while the kids had their own bathroom. So we pretty much know how we work.
Right.
And so it's like, okay. And if he likes something, he says, he asked me, he said, would you mind if I use that bar soap? I said, no, use it if you want. Just tell me how it feels on the skin. That's all I need to
Yeah.
know. It's like, I said, there you go. But I'm going to try that black raspberry vanilla because I like that scent.
Yeah, it's a nice fresh scent.
I can tell it's different from the goat smoke, but this is how the ingredient, I said, huh.
Yeah, the goat's milk I wrap in plastic,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just a habit because of the milk in it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just to ship, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anything getting on it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Then the other soap, the non-goat's milk soap, is okay to put in the box because it needs to breathe a little bit more.
Yeah. The longer it breathes, the better it is.
Yeah.
The goat smoke, not so much. Because I can tell a little bit, it was getting a little, like, oh, okay, I know it's goat's milk. Because I watch channels that uses natural soap, so I know how the preparation is. I know the dupes and the don'ts. So I'm prepared to know what's going on with the.
Yeah, the only thing about homemade soap is let it dry out in between and keep it on a soap dish that it's not sitting in water.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's the same as any other soap.
Yep.
I mean, store-bought soaps have more chemicals in it.
Yeah.
And they use really weird dyes.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I try to stay away from that anyway from bar soaps because you never know what they have in there. And I usually go with like natural body wash anyway, so it's not like Dr. Teal's is like one of my favorite ones. So that helps my relaxation. I use the bubble bath one. So I'm like, I know how that works on my skin. So like I said,
like when Char asked about that rose vanilla rose,
mm-hmm.
and I said to her, yes, I can make that. And then I said, anything with vanilla over time can start to turn brown.
Yep.
That's a natural process from natural vanilla.
Yep.
And then she kind of changed her mind and was like, well, then can you just make, and I'm like, okay, it's just a natural process. It doesn't ruin the soap. It just darkens.
I'm a little bit confused. So she watches this and I don't care at this point. That's a natural thing. Even the soaps that they make homemade, especially the channels that I watch, they said vanilla will turn the soap brown.
Yeah.
No matter what. Use a little bit.
And I won't. You can use that. It's called vanilla stabilizer.
Mm-hmm.
You can use that will
stabilize it.
It'll retard the time of it turning brown, but it will not completely prevent it. But it's a chemical.
Yeah, it is a chemical.
I don't want to add it to my soap.
And to me, that's fine. Even when you're baking foods, with vanilla, it turns the stuff brown.
Right.
Like
it's just a natural process.
Yeah.
It's just the vanillin in it. And because when vanilla is first harvested, it's clear, but it turns brown. By the time you get it on your pantry, it's brown in the jar.
Yep. There's no way to get by from that.
I mean, you can, like I said, you can use that, that in vanilla inhibitor, but I just don't want to add a chemical to my soap just because I'll just make it brown then. Because a lot of my vanilla soaps, I'll make them tan.
Yeah.
Even if it's black raspberry vanilla, I'll make it tan or yellowish. so it doesn't look so
Mhm.
bad as it's turning. But most
Exactly.
people use it before it turns.
But that's why I got so confused with that part, with that conversation. It was like, she already told you that she doesn't put any chemicals in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I did order that fragrance oil that was used in that soap that she was talking about for Rob.
Yeah.
It's called
So I know Rob
Narcissist.
loved it. I can tell that Rob loved it.
Yeah. And the fragrance
That,
oil is called Narcissist.
yeah.
I found it and ordered it.
Because I know Rob loved it because he was asking all these questions. I was like, oh, somebody likes somebody's soap.
Yeah.
But that's why if I'm gonna ask questions, I'm gonna ask questions, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I'm like, okay. Like I said, with the vanilla thing, I already knew about that. I'm like I said, I
That's
was
just
so
like some of
confused.
the rosemary soaps, like some soaps that have rosemary in it. They'll get like a green tinge to them after
Yeah,
a while.
yep. That's a natural thing,
Because
and
as
it's
rosemary oxidizes, it gets darker.
yeah. So, like I said, I already knew what certain things, a natural process of that is by me learning from YouTube. I'm like, I know exactly what's going to happen. And I was like, oh, okay. When you said vanilla, I'm like, yeah, that when she said vanilla, that's going to turn around. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, um, because of
So
the
I tried
natural
to make
thing.
I tried to make this soap. My sister-in-law loves um, a fragrance oil called Sunshine Poppies. And it's a floral, but it has like a little bit of an earthy tone to it too.
Mm.
And florals sometimes will seize your batter or cause it to
Mhm.
rice, and it can be finicky. You have to pour really fast because it just wants
Mhm.
to act up.
Yep.
So I thought, all right, she likes that scent. I'm gonna mix it with with another scent. And I was just mixing some things back and forth. I thought, okay, that smells good, and to see if I could get it to behave with the soap batter a little better.
Right.
So the original color it was supposed to be like pink, like a baby pink and a baby blue, and I was gonna swirl it, right?
Right.
So I pour the fragrance oil in, pour the color in it, I'm mixing it up, and I'm looking at it. The fragrance oil caused the color the one was like silverish gray,
Uh-huh.
and the other one was like brownish blue, like the weirdest cut. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm not going to waste it, but I can't sell it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I poured it
Mm-hmm.
together, and my sister-in-law used it all. She didn't care what color it was, but no
She
matter
just
what
loved that
color I
scent.
used with that Sunshine Poppies, it is the worst behaved fragrance oil on the planet, and it color morphs 9 times out of 10. It'll color morph unless you
Oh,
use
wow.
green. If you use
Wow.
green, it just turns you can go with the lightest green and it'll turn it like a pine green, which is
Uh-huh.
tolerable. But other than that, and it's a pain in the ass. I mean, you have to you're like mixing it and whap it
Like with
into the
the
things
poppy
because if not,
scent,
it starts seizing up.
with the poppy with some like you could do I think you can do a like a green base with that scent.
Yeah, that's
Have
the
a
only thing
green,
I can use with it, green.
yeah, it's a green base no matter what.
Because if not, pink morphs to brown or to gray, and blue morphs to brown,
So
like a color morph.
so
And I've had it happen to other scents. Like somebody wanted a dragon's blood scent. Dragon's blood is fragrance oil is very hard to work with. It's very dark.
mm-hmm.
So I told them they wanted it red, and I said it's
No
gonna come
way it
out
can be
red,
red.
and then after it sits for about 4 days, it's gonna look like almost like a blackish red.
Oh,
I don't, and it just does that. That fragrance oil just darkens everything. It did look pretty cool. It'd make a great Halloween soap because it makes it look like actual blood, like really
yeah,
dark,
that's exactly. Do
reddish
something like
black.
that. That'd be like that scent too is dragon blood, so that would be a cool Halloween thing to do.
Yeah,
And like with the Sunny Poppy, find something that's very
I'm
green
just going to
based.
use greens. It's going to have to be always a green soap because
Yeah, no matter what.
I don't
And
want to
like,
waste any more colors because I even added some yellow to it. As soon as the yellow hit it, it just started going green. I was like, all right, green
what
it
about
is.
the pre-made soaps? Like, with the dark crystal, with the crystals in the soaps, can that work too?
Well, what I did with that one to make it, they that was a special order for one of the stores that does the private label.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted goat's milk and glycerin soap mixed because
Ah,
they wanted the crystals that those were made out of glycerin
right. So the
and
glycerin, you can do
to
something
make
like
it
that.
look like there was real crystals in there.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
something like that with that particular soap.
I don't
And
know. It could. I don't know if it would morph it. I'd have to
well,
try it
like,
because you can
some
buy like
soaps you
you
can
can buy
build
melt and
up,
pour.
set that, yeah, do a melt and pour thing.
You
But
can do a melt
some,
and pour. Now I can make my own melt and pour. I got a great recipe for it. And at first it was like a little complicated, but I figured it out what's, an easier way that works for me because my grandkids like to do it. They like to make
yeah,
soap and I'm not going to mess with lye with the
yeah.
with the grandkids. So I made homemade melt and pour and it came out really nice. I mean, it's smooth. It's a nice color. It's a little yellow, but you can color it and it takes the color real good. But I let the kids, like if they want to make their own soaps, I'll take a hunk of that up
Mm-hmm.
and, instead of buying it because God knows what they put in it.
Yeah,
So
just
I
make
just
your
found a
own.
recipe. I was watching on YouTube. I want to say it was, might have been Royalty Soaps.
Oh, I like her.
It might have been her that I got the recipe from for the homemade melt and pour. And like I said, it was complicated at first because you had to get used to it because it's like a hot process soap.
Yeah.
But then I started making hot process soap and I don't mind it.
Right.
You just got to set a timer and you just got to stir it. The
Yeah,
stirring is what
exactly.
gets
You
you.
have to set a timer on it. But like with
Yeah,
that
but
soap, you do something like that since you have to use a green base no matter what, because it's
right.
going to automatically turn green.
Yeah, because I was thinking about maybe doing a crystal soap with that
Yeah. So hey, great.
and do
There you
green
go.
crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do something like that with it. I think that would be cool to do.
Hold on, let me check on her. Do you need some help? Do you need some help? Do you have enough wipes? Okay. She's all right.
Okay.
She's
At least having a little trouble.
I'm watching her on the camera and she's not using the walker.
Ah, it's independent.
This is the second day that when she goes from her chair to the toilet, she's not using the walker. She's just walking. She hasn't been
Awesome.
able to do that since early March.
That is awesome. I'm glad she's doing so good. I was telling Jessie about she's very independent.
She's walking all around her room. She doesn't realize I can see her.
Hey, that physical therapy is helping.
I'm panning around watching her.
She's happy that she can do that now.
She looked right at the camera and went,
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
Shit.
I'm so proud of her. But
so she just walked about, let's see, that'd be like 8 feet, about 16 feet and back without the walker.
I'm so proud of her.
Her balance is really coming back. And that's what, like if I could pinpoint it, like the 8th is when, March 8th is when we took her to the ER.
Right.
But there were signs of it for about 2.5 weeks before that. Because we kept noticing she was like stumbling around. She just kept saying her back hurt. And she had moved her whole bedroom around, moved dressers and stuff. So we assumed she pulled a muscle in her back, and she was just, favoring it. But then when the morning of March 8th, when, we had to call an ambulance to get her, I thought she was having a stroke because her one whole side did not work. Her one leg, she could stand on the other one. It was just hanging there. So I started panicking that when I called 911 and they were asking me, like, make her smile, and I'm making her smile and her face is working right. And I'm like, her face is working right, but her leg won't move, like just the one leg. And then they took her in the ambulance and I followed it. And that's how it all started. And then we waited 3 weeks till her surgery date. Towards the end there, them last couple of days, me and Matt were basically lifting her on and off the toilet. We had no choice. She just couldn't stand on the one leg at all.
Yeah. But I'm glad
she's her to be walking around like she just did, like it's nothing, just cracks me up.
Like I said, I'm very proud of her.
She went to see the surgeon, not yesterday, the day before, and he just says, because I said about not having the walker, and he goes, look, let her have it. She'll use it when she feels she needs to, and she'll just one day not use it. He goes, let's focus on distance. Because she lost a lot of muscle just those 5 weeks of being down. She lost a lot of muscle tone, a lot of it. And now she's building it back up. Like I can feel it on her legs. Her legs are getting tighter again. She actually has a muscle in her calf.
Potential breakup song.
Oh, thank you. Potential breakup song.
I mean, I'm glad she's
amazing.
Back. I mean, it is. I mean, that is awesome that she's getting back to her normal self, because she already said it, she want to get back to normal like it was before. Yeah. And she's proving it every single day.
That's what the surgeon said. The surgeon was like, he cannot believe it. And he said, this is the difference between someone who's intellectually disabled, does not know what to expect. She's just doing it. She wants to be better, so she's just pushing through it, and she's doing it. And he said with no complaints, she very rarely complains. And she wants to do it. She wants to be better. She
wants to back her independency. That's what she wants.
Right. I mean, all her life we were telling her, you can do it, and showing her how to do it. And then going to, let me help you do it. Let me help you. And she's just like, I just want to do it.
Yep.
Like them first couple days home, she was ornery. I mean, she was overdoing it and then crying because she was hurting herself. And I said, you got to let mommy help you with some things. It's just for a while. It's not going to be forever.
Right.
And like he said, work on distance and her getting used to like different textures of ground. Like if she's outside walking on the sidewalk, let her make sure she has the walker till she figures it out and gets her balance like on ground that's not flat.
Mm-hmm.
so she can
Because you have
maneuver.
to get used to that.
Yeah.
And that's perfect sense. That is perfect sense because that's everyday
Because he
walking.
said he did not expect, she showed off. As soon as she seen the surgeon, she was like, look what I can do. She walked the whole length of the hall, turned around, came back with her walker, and then she did the marching thing, held her leg up and stood on one leg, holding on to the walker, switched it. She did crouches in the walker, and she said, see what I can do. And he's like, I'm going to start bawling. I cannot believe this. We went from not being able to stand the day of surgery. She couldn't stand up at all that morning. Had to be lifted. 3 men put her into the bed to this in such a short time.
Yeah, that doctor's feeling so good. Like,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. He loves her. He loves her so much. He said that. Because I told you what she said, right?
No.
All this time when we were telling her you're going to be getting surgery, we just assumed she understood what we meant. Because she would agree with us. Yes, I'm going to get surgery. Not realizing she doesn't know what surgery is. She really don't know what it is. She just knows the word.
Yep.
So we were sitting in the hospital, and this was like 3 or 4 days after her surgery. She was just looking at me, and she looks at me and she goes, Mom. I'm like, yes. And she goes, I love Dr. Havlick. And I said, you do? And she goes, yeah. She goes, but I think he might have punched me in the back when I went to sleep. And then I was like, oh, shit. She doesn't realize what happened to her. She just woke up. She knows she fell asleep in that bed. He was the last person.
She didn't know what was happening.
She didn't know that what happened to her.
Oh my gosh.
So she wakes up with this sore back, She goes, I think he punched me in the back. And I tried to explain to her. So the only way I could explain it was when the nurse came in to change the bandage, I took a picture. And then I showed her, this is what happened to your back. This is what he had to fix. He didn't punch you. He had to fix your back. So it took her a little bit. So when we went to see him, she said to him, it's okay. You can punch me in the back anytime. And he just cracked up. He's like, I love this kid.
Hey, whatever. I mean, when you said that he punched me in the back when I fell asleep, I was like, okay, that's another way of experiencing that. And when she said, he's like, you need to in the back, I'm like, okay.
Well, here's what she said when I got home. I said, and I tried to say about punching. She said, he punched me in the back. I can walk, so I can walk again. So then her brother.
Well, they should tell the truth.
And my son was down visiting when she said that. And my son said, yeah, he punched you so hard you're walking straight now.
Oh, I love her humor. Even though that wasn't really humor, because that's what she felt
like.
But
it was. She's good.
But it was a humor.
To us, it was funny. But for her, she just didn't understand what the hell happened to her.
Yeah. I mean,
but once I showed her, and then she's seen the scar and everything. It was still pretty gory looking then, because it was only 3 days. She was just like, whoa, that's what my back looks like? I'm like, yeah, that's why it hurts from your surgery. And she's like, that's what surgery is. And then she was like, what are those black strings? I'm like, those are stitches. That's holding your skin together again. And then she understood it, but it took a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he showed her.
She's quite
this
smart.
time he showed her on a spine. He showed her what he did on like this model of a spine and explained to her what he did. And then he said, see, this goes in your back. That's what your bones look like. So she understood that, and she thought that was really cool. Now, the one good thing, he said, it has a less than a 1% chance of reoccurring.
Ah.
He said he can't say there's a 0% chance because it must have reoccurred to somebody, but it's a less than 1% chance. And he said the way her body reacted and the way her spinal cord reacted during the surgery, he was very pleased because it immediately woke up when it was not compressed anymore and started, like, the electrical activity was correct. Because he was shocked how quickly she was moving that leg. She was only up 10 minutes. And that leg that had been dead for 5 weeks
but it
was
came
moving.
back like that.
She was, in
Her
fact, they
body
had to
is
sedate her.
strong.
They woke her
strong.
up and then had to re-sedate her because she wouldn't stop moving the leg around. And they didn't want her to pull her back surgery, the stitches. So they had to sedate her again. Yeah, till they could get her into a different bed to take the pressure off. That out of the recovery bed and into the post-surgery bed. So that was a little crazy.
I mean, that shows that her body is strong.
Oh yeah, she's strong.
Mind and spirit and body is strong.
Yeah.
That people need to look at.
And he was looking at her.
She has that strong spirit, she has that strong mind, and she has that strong body to put on. She has 3 times, and right there it shows.
And she's, I mean, her incision, I'll take a picture of it tomorrow and show you how different. It's just a white line now.
Like I said, her body is
it's crazy how quickly it healed. Because even he said that. He was so pleased with the way it looked. Now, like at the bottom of her incision, there's a red mark. And everybody's like, oh, that's infection. No. She has a birthmark. She has a strawberry birthmark on her back. And she has it on the back of her head, too. It's just a strawberry birthmark. That's just the way her skin has always been that way.
So, that is awesome that she is healing that quickly and she's improving every single day, and she gets to show off the doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor got punched her back.
Punched her so hard she can walk again. But she's a trip. Like this morning, she knows to talk to the camera. She's like, Mom, I'm up. Are you making coffee?
That's something I would do.
And I was like, I'll be right down to make some coffee. Okay, I'm waiting, she says. But I was up. I was in the bathroom. I heard her yelling.
I get a phone call from my brother. Are you up? Now I am. Then get me some coffee and water, please. Okay. Now he does it himself now. But because he has a bad ankle now. Oh, I meant to tell you this. I keep forgetting because my brain goes 20,000 times fast as it shouldn't. I keep forgetting because I'm somebody else's memory half the time now. Because I told him about his ankle with you and everything else to put him in your healing side thing. He says, I don't know what she did, but tell her thank you. Because it had not acted up for past couple of months since she did that.
Oh, cool.
And now it's hurting again. Just a little bit because he's been working on. He says, how's your ankle, dude? He says, pretty much fine. He says, didn't hurt as much or anything ever since your friend Christine did that.
It was just Reiki. Reiki
he's like, tell her I said thank you. I don't know what she did, but thank you. I'm like, okay, I'll let her know. And I keep forgetting everything, including the drama that happens most of the time.
Right.
We don't cause. But I was like, okay, let me tell you now. Because every time I try to tell you anything, it's like,
yes,
jar goes, that sort of thing. I'm like, half the time she just goes on one and everything. I'm like, okay, every time we talk on Instagram, things just happens.
Hold on 1 minute. What's the matter? I told her I'd be over in a minute. All right, sorry about that.
Is she okay?
She's fine. She I guess her grandma went to the bathroom and she was like, "You can put me to bed now. My mom's not ever coming over." Now, you heard me just ask her if she was okay, and she said she wanted to sit in her chair. She's being a brat.
Oh, but she's a good kid. But I wasn't very excited. I'm so glad that I didn't do a friend mail video just because of what Shar has said.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm glad I didn't do that. But I'm over here like, I do want to send y'all something too. I just don't know what. I said gift cards. I guess gift cards have to do. Y'all can
I don't need nothing.
Oh, but me, I like to give back. That's how I am. I'm grateful and appreciate the friendships that I created. And with me, once you become friends, you become family. That's how I am, and that's how my family works. How it is, because most of the time our family are pretty much, we might have differences, but we come together quickly, and we do it with our friends. And once you become friends, you become family. That's why I put up so much stuff with Shar, because I love her, and I try to ignore it, most of those things, because of whatever. But have you seen her last video she made today? Her antiques, her vintage.
Yeah, I watched part of it.
She showed a sword. Oh no, it's pretty cool. Really long. It's like, holy crap, that's a long
Templar sword or something.
Mm-hmm. St. George's.
To the Templar.
Yeah, she says St. George's. I'm like, I had to look that up. I'm like, But it was pretty cool to see. But I also felt some energies from all of that stuff too, just a tiny bit.
Well, the one that she said was, she said something about collecting the pelts back for the Native Americans or whatever.
Yeah.
And that first hat she did was Russian. And I'm sure that pelt came from Russia.
Yeah. I was like a little bit confused. I was like, that looks like Russian. And she even says a little Russian. I'm like,
they didn't get the pelts from here. They got them in Russia.
Yeah.
Because those hats are very common over there even now.
Yeah.
I mean, not that brand probably, because that one was vintage, but yeah, I think in Russia they still use pelts.
Mm-hmm.
They're not they're not like animal rights activists like we are,
Yeah. And it's when people talk about that, something, your ancestors used to do all of that stuff. Nothing new.
Yeah. But
one thing I've noticed with the animal activists is that they don't respect different people's cultures.
No.
Me and my brother were watching Netflix, and they were talking about Japanese and how Japanese got into it, and it was because of us, because of what they did. I said, now, and even my brother and I said that was wrong for them, what they did, because they were controlling everything, the food and everything, and telling them they couldn't do this, that. And I said, that's completely wrong. So I understand what they retaliated on.
Right.
But you got the animal activists going after the people about killing the whales, but they use everything from the whales, to the bones, to the blubber, everything. I said, there's nothing wrong
That's
with
just
that.
like, okay, we hunt deer.
Yeah.
Okay. We use everything.
Mm-hmm.
We use everything from it.
Yeah.
I mean, if
And
you're
that's
going
it.
to kill an animal to eat it,
Mhm.
use all the parts.
Yeah.
I mean, even cows, you can use their hooves for tools.
Yeah. Like, I have no problem hunting animals for the stuff that you need. But the only thing I have a problem is poaching. That's because they
Yeah,
kill off
no, you can't
and
poach.
that's to me that is wrong. And I'm just like, no, that's what I'm against. And a
Yeah,
lot of people do
me
this and
too.
that. I'm like, no, you're not going to kill an elephant just for its ivory.
All right, like I would not kill a fox just to have a fox coat.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to eat that fox, I'm not going to harm it.
Mm-hmm. Like,
And anytime that we go hunting, we always thank the animal
yep.
for
Thank
providing
you.
food,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Because
and
that's
being
what the
grateful.
Circle of Life is about.
Right,
That's what Circles of Life is about.
right.
And that's what I always pass. I believe in the circle of life. Like I'm against animal testing because I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
believe
me
in.
too.
I just like no animal testing. No, if animal's not going to use that product, I'm not. What is the point of animal testing that product? And most of these
Right,
stuff I have is animal cruelty free.
right.
They're all cruelty free. They're not animal tested. Everything I have is free of
Yeah, I
animal
watch
testing.
that a lot.
And so I don't care if it's not vegan or not, because not everything in this world is going to be vegan. So there's no point. But I'm just like, you have these animal activists going after these whatever. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, like
PETA.
I've gotten it for the goat's milk soap. Look,
Yeah.
I know my grand goats are happy.
Mm-hmm. And they're
They're like,
healthy.
they're part of the family. They're spoiled rotten. I know what they eat.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're clean.
Mm-hmm.
You
And they're
know, you
healthy.
never walk up there and step in poop. Never. They're clean. They're spoiled rotten.
There you go.
And they're loved. And
Mm-hmm.
their goat's milk is good because
Yep.
they're fed properly. They have a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful little barn they're in.
Yep.
It's
And they're
always
not
clean.
being
And they're happy.
Great.
They got free range of the yard. They're not. There's nothing cruel
They're not
happening
being
to
cooped
them.
up. They're not being cooped
Oh,
up in
no.
these small freaking cages. They
Nope.
can't move around and not do anything. A lot of people
Oh,
don't
no, they're
understand
spoiled
that.
rotten. They come in the house and everything.
There you go.
They're spoiled rotten.
Mm-hmm. And they're getting all the love, other than these freaking companies, these corporations who wants to have these all this because they want more money, and they have these animals and they're all gathered and everything, and that's why they got diseases. Oh, we're giving them antibiotics. Why are you giving these animals antibiotics for? Because you have them all freaking bunched up
Right.
with all this stuff. That's not healthy. Having poop everywhere.
That's like the place where we get our meat from. It's called Dickard Farms, and it's all free range, and the animals are happy, and what they are slaughtered humanely.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody says that, and it's a little bit more expensive than going to the store. They're like, why do you go there, and why do you think that that makes it better? Well, because happy animals, there's no stress hormone in the meat because they're not stressed out.
Right.
They're happy meat, happy animals.
Yep. And
What would you rather eat? What would you rather eat? Something that came from a happy animal, or an animal that's been stressed out all its life, fear, cooped up, stressed out, and you're eating all that anger, fear, anxiety,
hormones. They put hormones. The corporations put
antibiotics.
Antibiotics. That's something we don't need in our system.
Yep.
It's like,
and that's the one thing I love about the goat's milk is there's none of that.
There's nothing.
They have only the baby vaccines, that they got, when they were babies. That's it.
There you go.
That's all they've, the normal, like what the vet gives them. Other than that, they don't have
Mhm.
anything added to their food. Nothing.
Exactly. And that's a lot of people don't understand that. Like whatever you put out, like the Beyond Meat stuff. I'm like, yuck.
Yeah,
I can
there's
be veggies.
chemicals in
I
that.
could be a vegetarian. I could be a vegetarian, but I ain't eating that stuff because I don't know what they put in that stuff.
No, because there's got to be some kind of chemicals in that.
They have to be a certain chemical in that. And I'm like, nope. And
Because some of it looks like meat. It
yeah.
has a weird texture. I don't know.
And
I don't know.
lately they're trying to produce meat in a laboratory.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I'm
dig
like,
that either.
hell the F no on that crap. Heck no, because you never know what they put in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. It's okay. I'm like, nope. I can be a vegetarian. Just give me fruits and veggies that I can grow in my garden. I'm perfectly fine. But I'm not going to eat something from man-made
No.
in a laboratory.
No, that's creepy.
That is creepy because you never know what they put in there.
I've seen this show where they're like growing limbs and ears and stuff from cells, which I'm cool with if you're an amputee and that can.
Yeah.
I mean, if you took your own cells, they took the cells
and
from you
Mm-hmm.
and grew a limb, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But don't grow meat. I don't know. It just seems weird.
It is weird. They're playing God at this point.
Yeah, that just seems.
They're playing God.
Like,
and
if you grow it in a lab, it's never like breathed air.
Yeah.
Or like the normal things that
The
make
living,
the animal.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're just growing the meat part, like how are you accounting for all the stuff it gets naturally, like the water, dirt, because dirt gets into them, that brings the minerals into their body. You know, like regular dirt and stuff that they would get normally. I don't know, just how can you recreate that and it be right?
There's no way you can recreate that.
It's weird.
I'm like, if they're gonna start doing that, what else they're gonna create?
Know. I'll just be eating whatever I grow then.
I watch so many sci-fi movies that's based on animals, like Saber-tooth, dinosaurs, and everything like that. One thing I learned from that: don't ever create something like that because the scientist is always going to die.
Right.
The scientist is going to die no matter what. And
well, look, they're trying to do that with the mammoth.
Yeah. I'm like, how is going to live through this? Back then, it cannot live.
First off, it's not fair to the animal.
Mm-hmm.
And what are they going to do with it? What if they can't control it?
Exactly.
Then they'll kill it. So you made it come to life to kill it. Yeah. Because you couldn't control it.
And
no good can come of it. Like, did they not watch Jurassic Park and see what could happen?
You saw that movie that's based on animals?
Right.
That created
There's a reason why they're not here.
No, exactly. The reason they're not here. And also, they don't have the proper foods that they had back then, 10, 50,000 years ago.
We don't even know what they ate.
Exactly. We don't know
what if they were like koala bears that only eat eucalyptus leaves and they need a certain kind of leaf or plant matter that doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly.
And they end up starving to death and not being able to grow right because we don't have that kind of vegetation here anymore.
Exactly. They have to really think this. Like,
and where are you going to support such a huge animal?
I'm like, you can't recreate. I said it'd be kind of fun to see a real life saber-tooth tiger, but they can't survive. They cannot survive today's world. Like, they'd
be in a cage all their life.
Yeah, and it's not fair for the animal.
Right.
Here, let's say the animals from SeaWorld and everything, but they're going to bring back an animal from.
Exactly. Potential breakup song.
For being so smart, sometimes scientists are so. Exactly.
I mean, like I said, I could see growing a limb.
Yeah.
If it would work for somebody that lost their arm, but not bring back a dinosaur.
exactly. Like someone wants to bring back dinosaurs. I'm like, how are you going to do that? We're not Jurassic Park here
Right.
or Jurassic World. I am
Right.
sorry. You don't learn from the mistakes that this make up believe story was, and
Right.
how they actually use real science in that.
Yes.
But they use a frog that changes its sex, its
Yep.
gender. So what's the point of doing this? And you think, oh, let's make an animal much better. I've actually watched a Chinese-based movie, which I really did like, and they did a great what?
Hi,
My name is
Jessica.
Jessica. Hi, Jessica. And did a trying to use different to make the
That's
shark better.
Alex, and I'm Christine.
My name is Alex. So what they did, they put DNA with different animals, and they put a fish and that has a wrist and everything. It completely changed the shark. It made it smarter. It made it this and made it whatever. And they have to use
Oh
other
yeah,
sharks
because
to
that's
kill
what
it.
we need. Smart sharks.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, it was like, have you watched Deep Blue Sea? Watched Deep Blue Sea with Elijah Cool J and all
No,
of
I
that.
didn't watch that. Hi,
Okay.
Jessica.
What they did was using the sharks. They use mako sharks, and they go in the water, and there's three main sharks. It's a really cool movie. I really did enjoy it. But these sharks were getting so tired of being whatever, and they was using chemicals and everything else. One of the sharks made act like it was whatever, and they bit this dude in the arm. So they had to go up and try, and somehow thunderstorm. You know how that is, natural things. So
Right.
what happened to do? They had to rescue from the. It got in the water. He got in the water. Of course, the shark got him. And what did it use? It used him to break the glass.
Oh wow.
So it was attacking everybody. This big old shark, and they were trying to get out. They made two other movies from this one. I'm like, why you made this two sequels out of this? And it's basically the same story over and over. I hate that. But that's what they did with this one.
Hey,
I'll
I'll be right back. It sounds like there's a fight out in front of my house.
Huh.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Since Jessica is here.
Somebody's screaming.
Uh-oh. And so what they used was just a shark to get out, basically hitting the same spot and broke the thing. That's how they did that. Oh, like these scientists, like you said, Jessica, for being so smart, scientists are dumb because they're trying to play God. And it's like, no. Like I watched the movie Bats, and they use these certain bats. Certain bats they use, and they made them carnivore. Why they made them carnivore? Fruit bats. They used fruit bats, and it was a big giant bat. I'm like, you're killing people. Like, this is why I watch watch animal-based movies, because like this is something you don't do. I just don't understand why, why they're doing this. And I read these articles, and I'm like, they're so stupid. There's no way in heck these animals can survive today's world. Bring back animals that came extinct 100 years ago, or even 50 years ago, even 15 years ago. At least they have a better chance to survive than an animal that was alive hundreds and millions of years ago, or 50,000 or 50,000. It worries me about the future. They have too much guilt. They do. They do have too much control, and it's scary as hell. I mean, it's something that I don't completely understand why these group of people want to do these things, but there's no way to, I don't know, suffice them. So I think I know what I'm saying. At least I know what I'm saying. But there's no way to it's like, When they have too much control, they're going to end up losing control. And that's what's happening right now, technically. That's what's happening right now. They have so much control, and now they're losing it, technically, because people are catching on. And I'm just like, these scientists are just, like I said, I watched so many movies that based on animals, and this is like, yeah. Look at Resident Evil, man. They use a virus, and that's what's happened to them. They created zombies. It's like, yep, this is something we don't need to do. And it's scary. It really is scary. Oh yeah. They use fish. They don't even actually use crab, they use fish. And that's, I don't eat imitation crab. I don't like how it tastes. It doesn't taste the real thing. And nope. Like, I can't do imitation because it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste like crab meat. You're going to imitate it, it's not going to taste good. I'm sorry. Just like the fake meat they're trying to grow in science, in the laboratory. It's not going to taste the same. I don't care what they're going to say. It's not going to taste the same. Ew. Then freaking. That's just disgusting. I mean, oh, okay. That's just nasty. It has sugar, salt, egg whites, additive, ew. It does. That's just nasty. That has all of it. Ew. See, that's why I like to watch documentaries anyway, because I like to learn all that stuff. Anyway, so I'm there with you on that one, Jessica. Ew, now I don't want to eat it. Ew. Like, imitation crab meat is not good for you anyway, because it, like you said, it's all starch and it has sugar. That's ew. I mean, I'd rather have the real thing. Give me some crab legs. I'll eat that all day long. It's crab legs. At least I know that's real. Hopefully. Oh yeah, that crushes me up with a lot of so many foods too. It's what the heck?
Okay. I guess the neighbors were having a squabble.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's your bad. I'm gonna get some water.
I'm just reading the comments so I can catch up what's going on. Oh yeah, Jessica, I question a lot of foods. Sometimes you read the labels and it's scary. Or did you ever watch that How It's Made? sometimes they show some of the food how it's made, and I just stop eating it. Okay, they're all being quiet now, okay? I told them to quiet down. I told them to be quiet. Yes, so you should be able to sleep now. The neighborhood's rowdy tonight. Might as well do skincare, right? Yeah, it's hot in here.
Okay. We're gonna grab me a snack. But it does pressure me with a lot of foods. Hello, Stella. But I've been drinking a lot of water, and I'm so proud of myself. I'll go to water.
I'm drinking iced green tea.
Ooh, I love green tea. But I have a problem with it. I get addicted to it really quickly.
Yeah, that I usually just I'll make up a pitcher and I try to only have one glass a day.
The Amazon green tea, I can get that jug of green tea. I can drink it within one day.
Yeah,
Tea the
see,
rest of the time.
I just started making it at home. I bought some organic green tea and I used the tea ball, but I got a big one that you can make a pitcher with. So I put in like it's like a half a cup of the green tea leaves, and it comes in a big package.
Oh wow!
You put a half a cup in the big tea ball, and then I just brew it with about 4 cups of water, hot water, and I just make a strong brew. And then I take that out, and then I add honey while it's still hot, and then add the cold water and just mix it real good.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Tea.
Hibiscus and black tea. That sounds real good.
I love tea.
Yes, me too.
I mean, my sister's friend, who's from England, he has given us some English tea. Oh my gosh, put it in there and oh Lord, I can drink that up. I have to be in a special mood to drink all the tea that I want, but I pretty much okay. I want some tea. Like,
right.
I could drink coffee I could drink coffee all day long and go to bed. But I need to stop drinking coffee because I know I'm getting more cranky and I'm trying to I need to let go of the coffee for a while. I
used to be that way. I would drink coffee morning till night. And now I just drink the 2 cups a day.
That's what I'm trying to do
and
now.
Then I'll switch to tea. But I got myself like only 1 glass of the green tea. Sometimes I'll have a cup of Earl Grey. I like Earl Grey.
Oh, I love Earl Grey.
And then I got this Welsh tea that I cannot think of the name of it right off the top of my head. And it's a little bit stronger, so you can't really. If you want to go to sleep, you don't want to drink that one because it's one of those. It gives you a weird. Like a weird awakeness, like you just want to get up and start doing stuff, and not good if you're trying to go to sleep. But I like a lot of the herbal teas, and I'll get variety packs and stuff like that, and just try different ones out. And that hibiscus and black tea, that sounds good mixed.
Mm-hmm.
Hibiscus tea is good.
I just can't have lavender tea. So I don't know how that's going to work with me since I'm allergic to
I
lavender.
don't know if I've never tried it just because I don't know. Like I work with lavender with soaping, and I just can't imagine what that tastes like. Does it taste like perfume?
Every time people, once I'm stressed and everything, I'm a very stressful person that comes to. I'm trying to not to do that as much because I know what stress can do to me. Causes depression. Right. That depression, it's a fighting battle.
Right.
But so people say, "Oh, you need to try lavender. You need to try." I'm like, why do people keep saying lavender? I'm allergic to it.
Right.
I don't know
I don't know how to say it. That rooibos tea. I have that, and I like it, but I mix it with stuff because to me it just tastes like how hay smells when it's first cut. Like when they cut hay.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's what the rooibos tea smells like or tastes like how fresh cut hay smells. So I always have to add something to it. I usually throw in like a raspberry tea with it, or I bought this apple spice tea that I really like, but it has a lot of cinnamon in it, and I'll mix it because I don't know, it tastes like grass to me or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's supposed to be really good for you.
I do want to try different teas because like I said, anything that has caffeine, I'm going to drink it. I'm very proud of myself because I haven't drank soda in over almost. I'll drink soda if I'm going out, like going out to eat, but that's the only time I have soda. But coffee, I'm trying to, stay back from coffee. Like I said, my dad, before he passed, could drink coffee to the morning to nighttime and still go to sleep. So I have that for my dad.
Right.
But I just know too much caffeine. I've been not getting enough sleep. Of course, me, Miss Cranky.
I'll have to try that with dry apple. She said she puts dry apple in with it. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. That does sound good.
Go on, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't see that. So it's like now. So I'm just trying to say, okay, I do drink water periodically, but I know this summer's going to get hot, so I know I need to drink water. But I was like, and my brother got this called Element stuff. It's like salt in it. It's supposed to keep you not drinking so much water, but keeps retention of your water in the body, and it works so good. So that helps with that because it's different flavor salts. I got watermelon salt, which is really good since if you like watermelon, like put salt on the watermelon.
Yeah.
The same thing. But I'm just like, I need to find things that help me drink water.
Yeah, I like water.
And water, I'm drinking filter water and it tastes good.
Yeah, I like water.
So
I've cut soda out. I honestly cannot remember the last time that I've had a soda. I mean, I used to drink Dr. Pepper like it was water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it has to be like early 2000s. I gave up soda. Maybe like 2003.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. We went to a soda factory where they make soda.
Mm-hmm.
You know me.
And there you go. There you go.
I was just watching it and I thought, oh my God, the smell was horrible. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
And then after watching it being made, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not drinking that no more. And I just quit drinking it. And I mean, I've probably had a handful of glasses of soda since then, if that. I can't even remember the last time I've had soda.
The last time I drank soda was like a month ago or so, I believe, because we had chicken wings, hot chicken wings. And
Yeah,
I rarely, like I said, I don't buy sodas if I'm drinking anything. I'm usually drinking Amazon green tea, or I'm just getting some vitamin water from the store or something because I
right.
don't drink any soda. If I'm craving for like sodas, I'm pretty much like what's going on right now. I know how it's that sugar.
Yeah.
I've almost fully cut out soda. I only buy it for fun and kitchens. Awesome.
Yeah,
So
like I'm trying to think the last time I've had it, and it has to be at least 2 or 3 years since I've had a glass of soda.
sodas are not
I like
that good
soda
for you.
water.
It's all that sugar. It has that high fructose corn syrup in it. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't know that. There's one soda that's called Zevia, and it is colorless. Doesn't have all those chemicals, but it has stevia in it.
Yeah, I like
That's
stevia.
and it's called Zevia. It's Zevia, and they come in the cans, and they're really good. I
Yeah, I
mean,
got Heidi Joe those little flavor packets that have stevia in it instead of sugar.
because the
And
kids, we don't give them a lot of sugar.
she likes the wild berry ones.
Mm. Well, the Zevia one, it's soda based. It has carbonated water, but has a flavor of the soda. So like they have one called root beer, tastes like root beer.
Right.
They have one that tastes like Dr. Pepper, but doesn't have all those chemicals. It doesn't have all of those extra stuff. It only has the
Right.
carbonated stuff in the stevia. So we give that to the kids periodically. We don't buy all the time because it's expensive and everything else. But we don't give the kids like a full-on like true sodas. Like we give them Fanta. We give them the caffeine free because we don't know how they're going to react with
Right.
caffeine. And we don't give them
Caffeine's not good for
sugar.
kids anyway.
Mm-hmm. And we don't give them like tons of sugar or anything like that. We're pretty much making sure these kids don't get a lot of sugar. But when they do, they're Mr. Hyper. And two, they act up even more. I'm like,
Right.
nope. It's like, nope, can't give that to them. But with my brother, he works at the movie theater and everything, and he knows how it works and everything else. And this dude actually, the carbonation they have to use, they have to have it separated
Right.
along with the other things. And they said that stuff burns like
Oh, I'm
crazy.
sure.
And it's like, oh, and it burns the skin, so they have to really wash themselves if they get some contact on them. So they have to be really careful. I said, imagine that in your body.
Yeah, and then you drink it.
Yeah.
Like,
If you use Coca-Cola to clean out the toilet bowl, something's wrong with that.
oh yeah, Coca-Cola will eat the paint off of a car.
I mean, I love Coca-Cola, but I don't drink it that much. I'm like, nope, I can't. I drink like vanilla soda, root beer, any that's caffeine free in it. I might have a little soda that has vanilla, but that's pretty much. I would drink ginger ale, the true ginger
Okay,
ale.
there you go. I had ginger ale when I had COVID in 2020.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, that's not a soda. Well, it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
What we get called Rocky something, that stuff is strong as hell. It's not like you get from the ginger ale, regular ginger ale. It has that
Yeah.
carbonation a little bit, but it has that really ultra, how the ginger is.
I love
It's
ginger.
I do too. Like my brother makes this, it helps with the sinuses, helps with everything, including stomach aches. It's like lemon, honey, ginger.
Yep.
And then soak it up, put it in the refrigerator, let it all soaked up, and put in some water and heat it up. That stuff
Yeah.
is amazing. We
I
actually
love
tried out a
ginger.
new one. It's lemon, honey, and turmeric. I actually liked it. So
Yeah, turmeric's not bad.
And my brother's always looking for stuff to find other than having taken pills and everything. He finds things that's naturally organic and really helping the body that's supposed to. Because he is
Right.
diabetic, so he has to watch out. But he has been really, I'm really proud of him. And he's cut out a lot of stuff. And most of the time we get bubbly and everything else from his job. And that's how the kids get their carbonation stuff a little bit in, the sparkling water, but has like very little sugar in it.
Yeah.
The one I've been having is bubbly, and it has mango passion fruit, but it's caffeinated. Holy crap! I could drink those two things. I'm like, this is good because I don't like mango, but for some reason, anything with flavor with mango, I'm beginning to like. Because I've been having the bubble tea. That stuff is really good. But how they make
We
it,
don't have a place around here that sells it anywhere. So I've never tried it.
I mean, that stuff, I get the fruit tea one. Because I don't like milk in my tea, so it's kind of weird. But where we go to go is at the mall, and it sells, and it's a Thai place, so they make it and everything else. And they use what stuff? I don't know how they make the balls, but I know they add like certain things. It's
tapioca or something.
Yeah, yeah, that. And first time trying out, I was like, damn, this is good. And it's the mango because that was new, and we asked the workers.
Mango is like one of my favorite flavors. I love mango.
And so we asked the employee, and she says, I asked her, said, I'm very new at the bubbly tea, and I always wanted to try it because it was the trend at the time.
Right.
I didn't understand that trend at all. But I was like, let me try it.
And where was that? Starbucks?
Thai place. It's a Thai place it's
okay.
Family-owned business at the mall.
Okay.
And they sell at the food court. So they make everything from scratch. They buy the stuff and everything. And owners are Thai. So you're getting authentic Thai food. And I get their Roman lo mein bowls. It's so good. I get the beef one. The stuff is really spicy. Like, you can't have too much of the spice because they give you a little cup of spice. Don't use the whole entire cup or your body's going to want to die. I only use a little bit of that spice. I'm like, Thai spice and Mexican spice are twice the difference. But we asked the employees and everything, said, oh, you're trying this, try the fruit tea. You like this one. My favorite was mango strawberry. I had it backwards the last time, but it's pretty good.
Sounds good.
The boys like it because of that sugar part, but I don't get it all the time.
All right, I'm probably going to have to get off of here.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So.
Yeah, the Thai spice is killer, man.
Oh yeah, I love Thai food.
I love trying out different foods from different places.
Oh yeah.
So it's nice to get to know the culture.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna have to get off of here. I'm gonna go check on her, make sure she's okay, because she's fidgeting around over there. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if you could hear me talking to her on the camera earlier. She was just yelling about the people yelling outside, and I told her there's nothing I can do about it. But the cops were out there. That's what was going on.
Oh,
so she was freaking out.
Oh.
All right, well, I will talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
And I don't remember how to get out of here. Oh, there it is.
Leave studio.
All right, it was nice talking to you, Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you again. All right, bye-bye.
I try to stay here about 2.5 hours. So, because I do go live every Monday too. Sorry, I'm trying not to show because I am a little bit hungry today. I do go live Mondays too. Just get ready with me. I just play with makeup and just chit chat. This one's just more laid back and just get the weekends nice and smooth. So. But yeah, type that I really do like. I try to find authentic places that I want to try. Like we around where I live, we have like different. We're very cultural. It's fun, something to listen to for me. Oh, it is fun. I've tried trying to get to know people better, not just making videos and just talking to myself on camera. And I like doing live streams because it's more to get more a personal feel with someone, not just for things. I just like to just hang out with people and just have fun talking. And I like to get to know my subscribers because for my subscribers, for me, it's like family. So that's how I work with myself, with me. I was like, I treat people here as my family. So this is a judgment-free zone and a drama-free zone. I just don't care for all that stuff. So I try to welcome everybody as much as I can. So but I'll just, hang out with people and just have a fun talk. I got, it's really calm. I try to make sure it's, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Jessica. That, just trying to keep everybody calm and just getting away from the real world. Of course, I got my kitty cats. And so like I said, I've tried to keep people just having fun, just relaxing. I've tried to keep it all together. But yeah, where I live is very cultural. Like we have different cultures, and I really do enjoy that. Like we have it, we have like so many places, and I like to, experience everybody's cultures. Well, I don't chat on streams. I have social anxiety and making it hard for me to talk. But I'm glad you're talking. It makes me feel good that someone who has, like you, has social anxiety can come in here and start talking. I do have social anxiety too. So I completely understand because sometimes I just like don't know what to talk about or anything like that. But it makes me feel good for me that you are able to talk to me and have able to talk to me and just being yourselves. And that's what that's all I ask, just be yourselves and with me, and of course I'll be myself. And I've always, it makes me feel happy that, you're able to talk with me. So that makes me feel good. And I'm like us, you know, as you can see, I'm quite happy. Aw, I don't like when places like that closes. I have not tried Vietnamese food, but I do want to try it. Most things close. That really does suck how this, that really does suck that a lot of things that close. Like my family's favorite Chinese place closed down. And I'm like, really? Now I would say crab place. I'm like, highly expensive place. I'm like, no, thank you. I never tried Vietnamese food before. I've tried Chinese, now I try Thai. I've tried Italian because my brother-in-law is Italian. I've tried Mexican. I've tried Scottish food. Thai food. I haven't tried Indian food. Like I really want to try different things. Like I said, I try to be, I try to be a very cultural person because the world is a big place. So I like to be. And I like to enjoy the cultural. That's one thing I like about me. I like to enjoy it because everybody in this world is not cookie cutter. Everybody's different, and not all cultures are the same. You're on camera, right? Raise the cat. Ah, ooh. There is an Indian store, but there's no restaurant, which is weird. It has weird hours. I've noticed a lot of places it's weird hours now. Excuse me. Oh, that is cool. That is really cool that you have two different aspects. You get the restaurant, and that's really cool. I mean, that is really cool. Reminds me of Cracker Barrel. They got the restaurant area, one area, and they got the store at the front. I don't care for Cracker Barrel. The food is okay, but it's not one of the best places to eat. I like IHOP. Enjoy their food better. But it's so cool that the Indian restaurant has that aspect. I mean, that is really cool. Oh, my nose. Ah, it's not a good county. That's completely understandable. Like you don't want to go there because if, I'm there with you. I'm there with you because like I live up I'm like I live in one city, but there's two different counties. And where I live is pretty much nice for the one that there's one cracker. Yeah, there's like so many Cracker Barrels in different places. It's not even funny. And one city. Um, the county is not good either. So it's like maybe a city with two different counties. The Cracker Barrel is not like the big and all to go. Like most of it you can cook at home, but better. Their coffee is way too strong for me. I'm trying to cut down my coffee, like I said, but I'm also cutting down the sugar I'm taking, and because it causes my eczema. So, but like I said, Cracker Barrel's not big. It's not a big deal to go. It's like, eh. Oh. So, what are your plans for the weekend, Jessica? Ooh. Mm. At least you know that there's certain oils you can't have in certain restaurants. You never know what they put in the oils. That's the scary thing. Just like the imitation crab meat. Like you like mm, I mean that's that's the scariest thing to know. Like but that is scary to know that these companies are putting the chemicals in that your body are not supposed to have. And I'm glad you found out to find out what's to know what's causing certain problems in a restaurant because you never know what they put in those chemicals and those food. It's crazy. Like I'm not. I don't even eat out that much. I don't even eat fast food restaurants. I went through every oil I could buy. Oh wow, wow. I mean, you did some research. That's for sure. Canola. Mm, I don't eat that much either. Maybe once a month we go out to eat, but that's just going to restaurants. But I don't go to fast food restaurants. I don't even do McDonald's. Ugh. McDonald's, it's, mm-mm. I don't even go to, I probably go to Wendy's, but mostly get your Frosty. Dairy Queen I will go periodically, but not a lot, just for their ice cream or their soft serves, technically. I don't even go to Burger King, McDonald's. I don't even go to the. I like it. Oh, I haven't tried the Wendy's chili beans, but my sister did. So Wendy's are pretty good. Like I do enjoy Wendy's. I enjoy Wendy's better than McDonald's and Burger King. But we read every label too. We make sure there's no high fructose corn syrup in it. If it's the first thing that's on top, we don't get that because that's man-made chemical right there. We try to find things that's like we reread every label to make sure there's no high fructose syrup in there. We make sure there's ingredients that we don't need to have, and it's I'm right there with you, Jessica. I really am. It's you never know what they put in there, and that's the scariest things of all time too. You never know what these companies are putting in. I like their Frosties. That one is Frosties. I think everybody likes their Frosties. um, what places? My dad used to work at Dairy Queen when he was 16. My father was in the 70s when he passed. So, so that's he started out when Dairy Queen started, basically. Um, Krispy Kreme donuts we barely get. Places are so good. My dad used to work at Krispy Kreme. Um, started making, you know, ooh, I still gotta cut my hair soon. But ooh, no, a lot of people don't understand because it's easy to make stuff at home than buy them from the restaurant. Like we make our own sloppy Joe mixes. We have made our own barbecue sauces, our own ketchups, because we got to watch out for the sugar intake because of my sister and my brother's sugar, because they're both diabetics. So I'm glad that. Ooh, there you go. I mean, it definitely does take some time. I mean, that's hard work. Like getting your favorite foods and getting actual stuff without having the chemicals that could be in it or anything like that from corporations and all of that. But we also gotta be careful too is what the grocery stores. But there's it's I mean that's awesome, Jessica, that you're able to do that. I don't know what my technology is doing. Such a pretty lady. E. But it's awesome that you are able to do that, and it's so much fun. Create your own. Try to create. Ooh wee. Mm. Ooh, what? Ooh. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you don't ever know what the stores are putting out there. You don't know where those foods, especially the fresh foods, fresh vegetables and fresh fruits. You don't know what they realize they're putting on, especially the wax coating. At least you know that it was the wax coating that was causing your reaction. I mean, that it's sad. At the same time, you have, it's sad that we have to pay extra attention to the labels, to what's going on with the foods and everything. You don't realize, like, everybody's here, oh, don't realize what they're having on their foods or anything, or what chemicals, until they realize they're having a reaction. Could be an allergic reaction or any kind of reaction. And you have to pay attention to that to make sure you don't have that reaction. That is pretty sad. But also at least you know what's causing it. That's one good thing about it too, is that at least you know what's causing it. And like, okay, this is what I need to get away with. This is okay, I can't deal with this. Like with me, for mm-hmm, exactly. And it's sad. I mean, it is sad you can't go to the favorite places because you can't trust the food, because you don't know what the chemicals or what anything. Like with me, like sugar, I have to be careful with my sugar intake. I'm not a diabetic or anything like that. Hopefully I'm not. I don't know if my mom's side was diabetic, but I'm at this point with that side of the family. I just don't know anymore. But on my father's side, I don't think we're diabetic. My sisters and my brother are half siblings, so we have the same father but a different mom. But I have to be careful with my sugar intake, or I get eczema like crazy. So I have to be careful with that. But I'm also making sure I'm staying away from certain, making sure like I'm always making sure. Like that's why my family and I are trying to grow our own garden, so we don't have those pesticides on there, those chemicals that the farmers uses, especially the big corporations, that uses whatever chemicals they use and everything. And then we can have it, or I think, that's the thing, the best way for us is to grow our own veggies, to make sure we know what's in on our chemicals and everything, to make sure we don't have that, because the chemicals that they put on us not good for our bodies. We're having reactions, and that's not good. I mean, it sucks that we have to do research, because their reactions and it's, but I want to start a garden. Mm-hmm. Because you never know it's gonna get hot or cold. Like, we haven't started our garden yet. We're supposed to start at the beginning of the spring. How this weather has been, it's been really weird. But a couple of years back, when I first moved, I started growing tomatoes for the very first time. I was having fun with that. Very first growing the garden was so much fun, and then I stopped because life happened. But I feel like it's such a rewarding thing to grow our own garden too. Not only just protect ourselves from chemicals, but it's also we know what's put in our bodies. Like we want to do cucumbers, we want to do like tomatoes, onions, lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower. The other names. Where are you from, Jessica? If you don't mind me asking. 96 degrees. Holy crap, that's hot. In the 50s. I mean, that's just crazy. Los Angeles. LA, Georgia. But wow. I mean, that's wow, 96 in a random. At least it cooled it down. That's for sure. But here's been in the 70s. If it rains, it's in the 50s. So it's cold again. Oh, mini greenhouse. That's awesome. Now you can control the temperature. That is awesome. I mean, you're working hard on that garden, that's for sure. Even the weather's being a little mood swings. I'm trying to figure out a good word for that. Mood swings, there we go. I mean, I would love to do mini, like do a greenhouse. Oh, RV filters. Oh, wow. Oh, the filtering that's in the water. That's a good idea for the plants. I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, that's a really good idea. The extra chlorine. Mm-hmm. So you gotta be careful what we have to put it on. What's drinking our water? It's that chlorine. If they stop polluting the water and keep the water systems clean, they won't put the extra chlorine in there or any chlorine at all. But oh wow, the poor tree. Mm, that explains a lot of like that is scary. I mean, mm, that's sad that mm, mm. I mean, that is sad that whether what are they doing not to, what are they doing? What they're not doing, I should say. What are they not doing to make sure the water is nice and healthy and clean? When I say health, oh my gosh. I am so sorry you have to deal with that. I mean, what are they not doing? I mean, that's what in the world? I mean, the government should be doing something with that now. That's that's actually hurting the animals, the animal life, the plant life, and the human life. Of what they're not doing. That's like here where I live, the water is pretty much fine, I think. I say I think because I really don't know. But the water is, you can drink the water, you probably, you can taste the minerals in that, but Valley has crisp, delicious water, and this little city is filled with calcium and They're not. That's not good. I mean, they're not taking care of the water like they should. I mean, that's. I think that I might be coming in, but just because of whatever. But I mean, that's scary that the city is not taking care of its water source as they should. That's sad. I mean, a couple of months back they said don't drink the water. Oh my goodness. So are they just adding, they're just adding chlorine to the water? How's that supposed to be drinkable? You're adding chlorine to it. That doesn't make sense. I remember, what the hell? Are they trying to kill people? That's not a rhetorical question. That's an actual legitimate question right there. It doesn't make sense. No, to me, it doesn't make sense at all. Like, I mean, I'm legitimately asking that question here. Are they trying to kill people? That chlorine. You shouldn't have a whole bunch of chlorine. I've never seen issues like this. I think they're. But people notice with the extra chlorine. I mean, mm. There was air. Whoa, that's crazy. I mean, God. That is insane. Is anybody asking questions about the water? Or had questions, I should say. Like, I know they were trying to hide it without anybody knowing, but how you not know? How, but people ask on their phones. That was normal, my butt. I didn't even know that's not normal. Trying to say, making people. I mean, oh, that's normal. Why even I know that's not normal? People ain't stupid. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. So they were trying to kill people. That's one. And two, they're treating people like they're stupid and like, hey, these people are. Let's say this was normal and people actually believe us. What? No water should be white as snow, unless it's frozen. Now, yeah, that's what people have problems with the government. The government keeps lying or keep denying and treat people like worse and treat common people stupid. I mean, mm-mm-mm. I mean, that's just, I mean, okay. So I'm just thinking about my light here. Okay, make it a little bit. And, literally, how you not know? Oh my gosh, the government over there is stupid, lying to folks. I mean, to, that's just, I am so sorry, Jessica, you have to deal with all of that. I mean, to say the water is white, it's air bubbles. Well, that's completely normal. But it has calcium and chlorine in it. Extra chlorine, apparently. Then they're trying to say they didn't hear, there's a siren going off. There's still, they, mm-mm-mm. So now people, oh my God. I mean, That is crazy. That I bet it was seeing a naked woman. What the heck did I just see? Oh, I must be not seeing things then. Mostly of a TV show that had a naked man running and everything else. And I think it was Monk, if I remember straight. And a guy kept seeing a naked man running. Yeah, it was Monk seeing a man running throughout the streets. That reminds me. Oh my gosh, that is funny. I mean, a naked man on the loose. How you not see? But it is funny, but that's just crazy. Hmm. I mean, that is funny seeing a naked man going on the loose, and they have to call five different border cities to catch the man. This, there's this one guy with a developmental delay that likes to stuff. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. That is crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Hmm. Hey, they always get their bikes back to us. Hey, there's no point in being worried about something like that because they get their bikes back within a day. We get it back in the next day. Don't worry about that. We'll be okay. I mean, literally, you don't have to worry. Oh yes, this definitely is funny. I mean, oh, thank you. We're all tired today. This one is Nala, and this one is Jezebel. The one you're probably seeing right here was Halloween. It's funny how her name came to be, though. Halloween. It's like Halloween because she likes to howl. It's quite funny when she howls. Like when she was young, when she was a kitten, she liked to howl. And you can hear her downstairs. And you know it's her because none of the cats howl like that. And I named her Hollowing, Halloween, but people kept saying Halloween. So her name came to be Halloween. She's a good, sweet girl. And then my cat Stella, my other kitty, it's on my makeup. She likes to be near me no matter what. Quite funny. They're just tired, like they've been working all day or doing chores all day. Most of the time they play during the day anyway, which is surprisingly forget. Aw, Boris. Oh. Oh. That's a cute name. Blind kitty. She's over here. My my old cat was named Mr. Kitty because he went and responded to the zoo. So he's oh, you got mad at me because I was touching you, huh? Yeah, I have a blind kitty. Her name is Rusty. She's over here over in my shelf. She keeps knocking down products down, which is quite funny. Then, aw, it's great that you you know uh, had a rescue cat. My last two dogs were rescues, so oh, at least you gave him a good home. He was nice and safe and loved. You know, she doesn't like being touched, but I'm surprised that she's not. My cat just Nala gave me this look like, why are you touching me? Thanks for doing it. Ooh, it is 12 o'clock. Midnight for me. I know it's that is cute. Yelling at the cats. Find the blind kitty. Okay, see here. I felt her, I should say. Oh, he's like, that's funny. My cats don't like to yell, but they like to try to hunt the squirrels or the birds. This one wants to hunt. It was 22. That is cute. I mean, that is cute. I mean, 22-pound cat yelling like a kitten, like, "Meow, meow." Like, that's, I bet he had a wonderful personality too. I mean, that's adorable. I mean, like I said, I bet he had a wonderful personality to him because such a big cat with this kid. I mean, it's like that's just amazing. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like cats don't have that what should I call it? Have that sense that hey, I'm big, I can't fit. No, I'm gonna fit and I sit. If I sit, I fit. Basically. And it's funny with him, like, I'm gonna go in here anyway. Oh, I'm stuck. Darn. He also stealing carrots. You love carrots then, huh? I mean, well, how will I put it with cats? They're finicky, they're smart, and they're weird. That's all I gotta say about cats. Cats are finicky, smart, and weird. Because she's weird. She's picky with her cat treats. For 4 years, 4.5 years, it was hard to get her to eat cat treats until she tried Greenie's cat treats because she didn't like the ones that you see the commercials that comes up. Oh, what's it called? Temptations. She did not like that. All the cats loved it except for her. She never liked Temptations until she tried Greenies. And after that, since she'll try any cat treat she can find. I'm like, you're a weirdo. That's all I gotta say. I mean, cats are weird. Each of them has their own personality. Oh, Mama found a box. Got her box back. I mean, funny part, these cats don't like fish flavored snacks, which is normal for cats. Anyway, because cats, I don't know. Some cats will hunt fish, I guess. Yeah, the cheese. She'll eat cheese for chicken. This one will eat bologna. She's getting mad at me. You know, she's asleep. She's I mean, cats are so weird. Like Stella, if she's on sitting on the table and it drops on the floor, she'll just look at you like, not gonna get it. And until you pick it up and she'll eat it. But just come down there and eat your snack. Hey, Lion. They don't fight over it. Cats are so weird, like Lion that you just seen. She loves paper. And she won't eat it, she'll just play with it. She'll tear it apart like it's nothing. But my friend Christine sent me some stuff, right? She fell in love with that paper and just sucked it on her nose every time, like, you're a weirdo. And had to keep fighting over there for the box. Uh-oh. Can you stop it? Can you stop it? Why my screen went that way? That's weird. But cats are so weird. Like, I'm sorry. That's my sister's coughing. Whew. Yep. That's cats for you. Cats, you buy them all these sorts of stuff for them to play, and they just look at you like, nah. But if you get them a box, if I fits, I sits. Or paper balls. Or a little string. There you go. String with it. I mean, cats are weird when it comes to a lot of stuff. Exactly. I'll take the box. Oh, you bought the house? No, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take the box. Cats are so weird. I mean, the most simplest things, like a box or a string or a paper ball, they love it. Mm. I mean, each cat is always different too. They have their own personalities, just like humans. So like I guess why I love animals so much because their personality is just are so amazing. Excuse me. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Aw. Hi, Boris. That is cute. Russian's cats. Hmm. I mean, aw, he loves watching TV. That's so cute. Hmm. I mean, that is really cute. His personality is cute. Like I said, I kind of like these girls are just like me. YouTube. These cats are like asleep. Well, oh man, I'm yawning today. It is almost 12:30. Well, it is almost 12:30 and I'm ready to just go. Thank you. They really are. Yeah, it's almost 12:30 for me. Whew, and I'm tired. Like, yeah, it's 12:18 for me. Whew. It was so much talking to you, Jessica. It is really is a lot of fun. I mean, I'm so glad that it's just not me. And also with Christine, it was so much a lot of fun. And like I said, I do go live on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. and on Fridays, I do go live at 9 p.m. So I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And like I said, I've tried to, I don't say try to, well, I'm going to say to, because you never know how people are going to react or anything like that. But I want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable with me and just being themselves and just having fun. And like I said, I welcome everybody. Like, I don't care where you're from or whatever. I just want to talk to people and just have fun and just have a conversations. And it was nice meeting you, Jessica, too. So it's really this really is really nice. And I'm glad you feel comfortable talking to me and Christine. And exactly, it's just fun just chatting, just having different conversations. Not like I said, I am sorry that you're going through that with water, that you have to filter it twice every single time to drink and use. And you have to deal with all of that because a lot of people are not talking about that. A lot of, I'll say it again, a lot of people are not talking about it, and just, you know, it's like I said, it's nice to meeting new people and just having a conversation and not just me putting videos down and just doing makeup looks or anything like that. I just want to have a nice conversation and just have it fun. Just have fun chatting. And like I said, I'm glad you feel comfortable. Yeah, that's understandable though. Like, I don't like buying water bottles either. Like, I just rather have a cup and filter water, and there you go. But also, it doesn't help with the government not helping. Excuse me. Uh, it made it a lot of worse for a lot of people. It made it for a lot of people who have social anxiety and have trouble socializing. It made it worse. It I know it made it worse. And it's sad. But like I said, I'm glad you feel comfortable talking to me. It mm, 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 mm. I mean, that's sad. I mean, I am so sorry you had to go through all of that. Mm. But it makes me feel good. And also, exactly, you're trying your best. Exactly. It's not going to get easy, but you're trying. That's the key. That's the key word is trying. That you're doing your best. Actually, let's say instead of trying, let's say doing. That's a good way to put it. You're doing your best. I know it gets a little harder and harder, but you're gonna do it. You know, you have to take one step at a time. That's all it is. Thank you. Like I said, it's so good. I'm glad I can able to do that. Like I said, I try to make everybody feel comfortable. And I think a lot of people think I'm a something that I'm not until they really meet me and they realize, wait a minute, she's a totally opposite than she was. I don't know. I guess people have to talk and everything, but like I said, I am so happy that you're able to feel comfortable to talk to me and Christine. And it also makes me happy that you're, you know, able to talk to me and able to be yourself. And that's all I ask, is just to be yourself. And so, yeah. Makes me happy. Mm-hmm. Yep. So go to bed. Yes, ma'am. I would definitely go to bed. Thank you, and thank you for joining me and everything else and talking to me. And hope to see you soon again, Jessica, and hope you have a good night. Bye. Bye, Boris.